Have you ever been asked if you were born in a barn? Well, you know, it never made sense to me that people would ask that question whenever they were wondering why somebody didn't shut the doors. Because if you're around a barn, you know the importance of shutting doors. So, just didn't make sense. But a lot of things in life don't make sense. And another thing that doesn't make sense in life is that the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords was born in a barn. Now, it probably wasn't even as nice as my barn, because back in that day, I believe a lot of the barns were actually in a cave. I'm going to let a little light in here so I can show you around. But here's our barn. I just want to show you. Oh, here's the horses. Say hello. And the chickens. And, oh, look. They're all they're fighting over a place to settle down, the chickens and the horses. Huh. Okay. Oh, listen how noisy it is. Can you imagine trying to rest in a barn with all the noise? Now, I want to show you what a manger looks like. If I can get around these horses. Back up, girl. Back up. Excuse me. Okay. See my horse's nose? This is Hershey. Back up, Hershey. And this is Ellie. Ellie, back up. I want it back up. Look, she has little icicles on her. Look, see the icicles? Say hello. Hello, I'm in a barn. And they better not get in an argument. Okay. But over here's a manger. It's in here with our goat. So I want to show you. Knowing our goat, she'll probably try to come out. Hello, Rosie. This is our goat. Hey, Rosie. Yeah. See Rosie? This is Rosie, our goat. And I don't know. She's probably going to try to get out because that's the way. And then over here, this is a manger. See that? It's where we keep hay for the animals. And when Jesus was born, his mommy, Mary, wrapped him in swaddling cloths and used a manger for a bed. Okay, well, anyhow, could you imagine that our King of Kings and Lord of Lords would be born in a barn? I think it's perhaps God's way of showing us how much he humbled himself to come here, because God is so perfect and holy that he shouldn't even come to earth for us. But he loved us so much that he sent Jesus here, and he kept his promises, because God always keeps his promises. And what better way than to just come in a way that's as humble as he can. And being born in a barn instead of in a palace is pretty humble, don't you think? So, humble for a king, that's for sure. An earthly king, let alone a heavenly king. So, out of Christmas Love Letters from God, I'm ready to read about Jesus' joy. Luke 2, 6, and 7 is what they base this on, okay? Mary hadn't been asleep very long when she suddenly woke up. Even though it was the middle of the night, the darkness had gone. A huge star was peeping in through the window of the little stable. In its light, Mary could see the cows and sheep curled up in the soft hay. Mary sat up. She shook Joseph by the shoulder. "Wake up, Joseph," she cried. "It's time for our baby to be born." Joseph jumped up and rubbed his eyes. He saw the bright star shining in through the window. "This is what we've been waiting for, Mary," Joseph whispered. It was time to welcome Jesus into the world. In a little stable in the middle of the night, while all the cows lay sleeping and a star was shining bright, a child was born to Mary, a brand new baby boy. The bells rang out in heaven, and the angels danced for joy. Baby Jesus had been born, a Savior, God's own Son. A Christmas gift from heaven, God sent for everyone. Mary cuddled Jesus and she whispered in his ear, "Welcome to the world, my love. We're so glad you're here." Mary wrapped her newborn baby in strips of cloth, while Joseph made a warm, comfy bed for him in the manger. And baby Jesus closed his eyes and went straight to sleep. And here is our Bible words from the Grown Up Bible. God's perfect promise. A Savior has been born to you. Luke 2:11. And here it says, Dear my precious child, doesn't it make you feel good when you give someone a very special gift? When I gave my son Jesus to Mary, it made me feel wonderful. And do you know why? It's because the gift of Jesus wasn't just for her. Jesus was my gift to the whole world, and that includes you. Jesus is your Savior, and He is the very best gift you could ever receive. With love, God. Well, I hope you enjoyed hearing the story of baby Jesus being born while you were out in my barn. It's a little bit chilly out here. But I want you to know that no matter what gifts you get under your Christmas tree, and even if you don't have a Christmas tree and you don't get any gifts, that the best present at Christmas is Jesus. So you don't need a tree for that. And also, He's better than any gift you would get. Anything you have on your Christmas list, Jesus is better. And God gave Him to us to show His love for us. And I hope that during Christmas that you come to know Jesus better than you've ever known Him before. Talk to you later. Bye.